Here I am with the hawthorn tree, and we're going to be collecting the berries called hawberries. Now the way to recognise this tree, it's not a huge tree and it's quite a scrubby tree. The leaves are very distinctive. They're small leaves, deeply lobed and in 3 segments. Now early in spring the leaves are edible. They're certainly not anymore. It's the berries we want. Now the berries aren't particularly known as a great food source. They kind of don't taste of much. There's not a lot of flesh compared to the stone or the seed you'll find on the inside. But what they are good for is nutrition and medicine. They are packed full of goodness, and in particular they are known as a heart and circulatory and blood tonic. Not only does the hawthorn protect and strengthen the heart muscle and the blood supply, but it can also raise blood pressure or lower blood pressure depending on what the body needs. It's a good balancer. Be warned though, if you are on heart medication, they say to seek medical advice from a doctor or a professional herbalist before you take hawthorn. The hawthorn is also known to reduce anxiety, have calming effects. In fact, it's even good for insomnia and ADHD in children. I've just sat down to feed the baby while I talk about the actual berries. It's September time now. These will hang on right up until midwinter. These are bright red little berries, and interestingly, you ask kids about them, they'll always say they're poisonous, but they're not. So good for you, it's definitely worth collecting them. You can collect lots in one go. So let's have a look. Never bite fully into it because there's a big stone in the middle, but there's a little bit of flesh, yellow flesh all the way round. You don't get much until there's nothing left. Yeah, like I say, it doesn't taste of much, but they make a great addition to a fruit leather, added with other berries or apples, for example. Now what I've used the berries for, other than a fruit leather, is added to other hedgerow berries in order to flavour gins, vodkas, etc. I've also used them to make tinctures, so with brandy, with honey, a glycerate, or added to a vinegar. All those things will capture all that goodness and preserve it for you. Simply put, a tincture is a way to use alcohol to preserve the goodness of the plant or berry that is going to be your medicine. And you infuse the alcohol with the berry for about a month and then strain off the berries. The alcohol that's left over then you drop into water or straight on your tongue and use like a medicine. A glycerate is using glycerin, so it makes it friendly for children, but pretty much the same sort of process and method. Now the hawthorn tree is very often confused with the blackthorn tree. They both have thorns, but they're quite different. We will be talking about the blackthorn later in this video. You'll see the fruits are very different and the leaves also, but they're very often planted side by side in hedgerows. Got a decent haul here. I'll pick a few more and then I think I'm going to add these to my brandy berry pot with the other berries that I've already collected earlier in the season.